Okay, happy Tuesday. Today we're going to plant a hydrangea, a Miss Soury hydrangea, which is by no means a common hydrangea. It's pretty special, although not expensive. Hydrangeas are generally very inexpensive. This one's about 25 bucks, and it claims on the tag to grow about 3 feet in diameter and 3 feet high. I suspect if you let it go, it would get bigger than that. But hydrangeas are incredible plants. They're, first of all, hardy as hell, tough as nails. You can plant them just about anywhere. Full sun, almost complete shade. You can plant them complete shade, they'll still do fine. In fact, with dappled light like this, you have ideal conditions because the flowers will last longer. They won't get burnt by the sun and brown too quick. Also, they're near a cedar hedge, and hydrangeas like blueberries and rhododendrons and azaleas, they all like acidy soils, so near cedars is a great spot for a hydrangea. Yeah, what else about hydrangeas? They come in the most amazing variety, and even the most common bobblehead hydrangea that you see all over town are remarkable plants. It's the only plant that I can think of where you can actually affect the color of the bloom by putting stuff in the soil, like tossing pennies in the soil. I've done that before and it worked okay. I think you could be a little more scientific about it. But you can research it and actually change the color of the flowers chemically, which is pretty cool. They're also slow growers, so they're not going to bolt and then you have to cut them back all the time. No, you cut them once a year, and if you want them to stay the same size, I would say cut them back like 10%, 15%, not much. Get rid of some woody canes that are in the middle, but they're so easy to take care of, and the flowering time is so long. This one is in full bud. You can see the buds right here. There you go. And it's going to be a very pretty pink and white next week against these dark leaves. And it'll keep going until October. In fact, sometimes the blooms will cure nicely in the fall and they'll look pretty past Christmas. So it is an incredibly fulfilling plant. So let's plant it. We got the bone meal. We've started our hole here, so you don't have to watch me struggle too much. As you can see, I'm putting this right in the lawn against a big root here. We've got all kinds of garbage roots below here. I have a bucket around here somewhere. Well, we'll make a little pile. Okay. Drop the shovel, why don't you? When you're supposed to look like you know what you're doing. Speaking of shovels, this is my favorite shovel. Okay, it's called a post hole shovel. It's much more powerful than a regular spade. You can really sink it. And it's even sharp enough to cut roots. And again, the rule of thumb, when you're digging a planting hole, is to get rid of all the roots that are in it, make a hole much larger than the size of the pot in diameter, so that competing roots are not right up against this brand new root base competing with them. Right? You want to give these guys a chance to get out into the world before they're fighting with everybody else, which they will do. But you want to give them some space first. So, now, it poured rain yesterday, so the soil is nice and wet. still get the hose and soak this after I'm done. Okay. So the bottom of the hole should be the same depth as the height of this pot, which is, I would say, a solid 30 centimeters, 12 inches, something like that. So we're going to go down a little deeper. Be patient here. We got a rock, and I can just hear the owner of the house singing opera in the background, which is quite marvelous. It's an opera buff. Wow, I think he just hit a major note there. Whoa, rock. Okay, let's test our hole. Now the bottom soil should be loose as well, so these roots have somewhere to go. And I don't mind the soil level being slightly higher than the grass. First of all, because I don't want to dig any deeper, but also it's going to give this more presence. Where's the good side? There we go. It's going to give this a little more presence to mound it up a little bit here. Okay, so I'm happy with that depth. Now we're going to get bone meal. Good handful. Mostly in the bottom. Also on the sides. Ruffle it around a little in the bottom. Now let's see how this comes out. Turn it upside down. Oh yeah. Now, the root system here is excellent. It's not girdling around the outside of the pot like some more established plants that have been established in the pot do. This is the perfect level of establishment, so I won't disturb these. Well, just a little ruffling, but nothing too aggressive. Loosen up those guys in the bottom. Come on, grow out in the world, grow out in the world. Okay, so then we'll turn it so that the nicest side is facing forward. Oh, isn't that nice? And we'll get everything back in here. Without the roots. We don't need the rock. There's a root there. Okay. Get your hands in that dirt. I know you want to. Okay. Now, our final thing before we hose this down is to stamp it down with our feet, because we don't want air bubbles in there. So we're going to go all the way around the outside here with the rock. It's actually making a little bit of a moat around the new plant, which can be good if dry weather's in the forecast, so that the irrigation kind of collects in here. This area of the lawn is irrigated, So I'm going to remove all this old lawn here. Shake off some of the dirt. Okay. We've still got a moat, but it's kind of hidden underneath some loose soil. Car. Okay, that's it. We're gonna get a second hydrangea of a different color to go over here next week, but it's the same video all over again, so I'm not gonna bore you with that one. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was informative. See you tomorrow.